Yo, what's going on, guys? Wanted to make a quick follow-up. The Powell Dragon Formula wheel. Now that I've been riding them for about 5 weeks. At first, I was very positive about the wheel. The first time I set them up, I was just in heaven. I was like, man, this is so nice. Like, these things, like I said, they power slide, they slide through nose slides, tail slides, just nothing but positive, right? Super honeymoon phase, riding the hype train. But that's okay. It's fun to try new stuff out, and when you like it right away, it's easy to be like, these are the best things in the world, best wheels ever, changing the game. And to be honest, I think they probably will. I'm really surprised that no other wheel company has really even addressed it. I have a quick list of pros and cons to go through, just as a follow-up. First pro of the wheel: feel great on street spots, whether it's really gritty, whether it's some crunchy, cheese grater ground. You can roll around and unlock places that you wouldn't have been able to skate before. They unlock some crusty spots for sure. Nose slides, tail slides on ledges, not bad at all. A little bit slower, you slow down a little bit more than if you were riding like a 101 or a 99 Duro. On rails, however, on coping and rails, I noticed they make a squeaky kind of a sound. It's a little off-putting. They don't have that screeching sound when you power slide. And I'm somebody that likes to, when I ride a cement park, I like to power slide around. That you don't get. And that's kind of another con, is that on skate parks, they're not that great. You can get used to it. I rode a few skate parks in the 5 weeks that I had them on, and the first time I noticed I was going down just like a regular ramp. Like, I went to turn, like, lean left. The wheels sort of like did like a weird turn to the right. They kind of like skirted out like it was like wet ground or something. It tripped me out. That does go away a little bit as the wheel wears down. Here's mine right here. This is 5 weeks or so. Hope that's in focus. Really good wheel though, like, for how soft they were, and for some of the spots I was riding in, I thought maybe they would be chunked up, no flat spots. Really quality urethane. I can see why they took 10 years to develop. They absorb impact really well. This is going to really be beneficial to older skaters. I'm 37, so when I get done skating for 2 hours, sometimes that's not so much my knees, but my feet, man, they feel the impact. When I wake up the next day, I have to stretch my feet out. I get up off the bed and I'm like, oh my God. That really does take a lot of the impact off. Really like that part. It's a trade-off, if you're older, a lot of times you don't have time to go skate street and deal with security guards, and you just want to go have a session. So you're going to go to the skate park, or maybe you skate transition. If you're skating mostly skate parks, do you want a wheel that's that soft, that's not going to be as responsive? It's, again, a trade-off. So they're really good for cruising around. If your primary goal on a skateboard is to just cruise around while you go walk the dog and the kids ride the bike, and you just want something that's going to roll over sidewalk cracks, beautiful. Highly recommend this wheel. One thing I kind of was troubled by is when I was at a skate park, I think it was like a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, it was somewhat crowded, and I ride sort of fast around, so people weren't really getting out the way because they couldn't hear me coming. They're like the electric cars of skate wheels. Like, they don't make that noise. You don't hear them coming. So you're like whirling past people and they're like, oh shit, that was a guy. I like to actually hear my wheels. It gets a little weird, and I really missed like the screech from the power slides. I missed the just being able to like hear my board. That could be a pro or a con. Maybe you want a quiet ride, who knows. Wheel bite. I get a fair amount of wheel bite, and I ride loose trucks. I know how to distribute my weight for the most part when I'm landing, so it's not too much of an issue when I'm actually skating. These wheels, man, they catch. They might power slide on the ground, on rough ground, but they don't power slide when they hit your board, for sure. Catching on slides. I'm not a believer in the Forbidden 14. I'll lip slide the hell out of a ledge. I'll play a clip right here. No slide whatsoever. It's really weird how these wheels will slide on rough pavement and concrete, but they won't slide on a smooth surface. So yeah, just to kind of summarize, if you're an older skater that still goes out and skates street spots, like me, they're definitely a good wheel for you to have. If you're somebody that skates a lot of skate parks and not so much street, maybe consider something else. Me personally, I went back to Formula 4s, and I'm going to keep my dragon wheels. I'm going to get some like Bones Reds and just keep them in my bag. And so when I'm like, I want to go hit that one spot, I know I'm just going to swap those out real quick. It takes 2 minutes and it's worth it. Like, they are an excellent tool. The wheels are amazing. I have nothing, I'm not going to tell you don't buy these are a gimmick or something. Like, they still are really, really good. They're just maybe not like a 24/7 daily driver for everybody. Just the last thing to close out with, I think, you know, I obviously in my first little video, I gave them like 10 gold stars. These are the best things since whatever. I would say now I give them like an 8 out of 10 on the arbitrary scale that I just made up. They do have their limitations. Instead of doing one thing really great, they do a lot of things well. So they're great wheels to have in your bag if you have a park setup and a street setup, or you're down to just swap your wheels out when you get to the spot, which is what I plan on doing. They definitely unlock crusty spots. Just be aware that if you are going to buy them, maybe have some other wheels to swap on. So that's it. That's what I got to say in summary of the Dragon Formula wheels. Still a great wheel. Hopefully you guys got a little bit of information after hearing about somebody that's ridden them consistently for 5 weeks or so, something like that. If I helped you make any informed decisions, it's my pleasure. I'm glad to help. Thank you for hanging out on the channel and subscribing if you do. All the likes and all that stuff, whatever. I'm not going to tell you to do anything, but, you know, thank you guys for messing with me and chilling. Yeah, really appreciate it. I have another review planned for about a month from now. I just ordered something that just came out that I'm really excited about, a product that I already kind of skate that's been modified, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna skate those whatever for a month, and then I'll get back to you with a review after I've used it. So yeah, all right, hope this was helpful. Peace.